Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to do my top 10 Arrow Video Steelbook releases. So this top 10 list isn't based on the film opinion, but it is based upon the Steelbook design. So there might be films in here you go, oh, a lot, higher up the list where you go, that's not as good as that film, but remember I'm ranking them based on the style, the condition, and how much I like the Steelbook. So I've been collecting the Arrow Steelbooks for a while, and I think they are fantastic releases. So I thought, do you know what, I'll do a top 10 video. So let's kick it off with my number 10. And that is the late 70s Brian De Palma movie, Carrie. It's a fantastic movie, Carrie. I'm not going to try and go too much into all the movies, otherwise I'll be here all night. But I love this design. It's quite a recent release from Arrow. And you can see there you've got Carrie there. And it's at the prom where the pig's blood is dropped on her. And you can see it's dripping down her body. And it writes the name Carrie. On the back, I think it's just got the high school symbol. So yeah, there we go. Bates High School Senior Prom. And I just love the gold edition of this Steelbook. Front and back and the spine again. All gold. I just think it's the iconic picture from Carrie, and I think they've done a great job with that centre position on the Steelbook. So that's my number 10. Number 9. I know I'm going to change as I do this list. I've got them all scattered on the floor. So let's go number 9. I'm going to go this one here. So number 9 is the Hellraiser release. This is the Hellraiser trilogy release. So 1, 2, 3. And you've got the iconic picture of Pinhead. Bloody hell. Yeah, an absolute iconic image to me. I think the Pinhead character and that picture is probably my most favourite horror icon. Design, anyway. The back of the Steelbook, if I get rid of the J card, you got obviously looks like the chest section of Pinhead. So yeah, I just think that design, I don't know if I can see who the artist is. I can't quickly see, so I'm going to move on. But yeah, Doug Bradley there, centre stage as the iconic Cenobite Pinhead. Fucking beautiful design. I just love the pins. I don't think the camera will pick it up, but all the black's matte where the pins are more shiny, so if you get the light on it, they do really stand out. So that's number 9. Number 8, I'm going to go for a Fulci movie, and that is The Beyond. I still remember seeing this movie for the first time around a friend's house. He just imported loads of Region 1 horror DVDs. We got stung, and he got stung for customs charges. This was years ago. I remember we put this on because he had the Anchor Bay release. And it stuck with me all them years later. So again, fantastic artwork there from the movie. The blind lady on the front. It just looks great, and on the back, again, fantastic artwork. It reminds me of like airbrushed fairground and classic horror movie posters from the VHS era, etc. So yeah, absolutely love that design. Next up is another Fulci movie, I think, and I'm going to go with City of the Living Dead. A film I adore, but doesn't make sense. So read into that what you wish, but if you've seen this movie, you'll know what I mean. Or I may be wrong and you can fully understand what the hell's happening with disappearing ghost priests. Back design there, you can see, if I could just go in, the infamous scene there, which still today is fantastic, and it's the drill into the side of the head. I mean, that style of art, that artwork is just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. So that was number what? 10, 9, 8. That was number 7. Right, I'll put them over there. So 4 down. Right, number 7. Let's go for number 6. Next, I'm going to go for an Argento entry, and that's Phenomena. I love this movie. I love the design of the Steelbook. I met Argento a couple of years ago, and this was one of the pieces I wanted to get signed by him. And if I'm being honest, I think it looks fucking awesome signed across the front. So a young Jennifer Connelly there, a handful of the insects going out to the moon. But the rear artwork there, again, I think that's more the design for, is it Creepers, as it was called over here. And that's Graham Humphrey's design. So yeah, really love that edition. Very simplistic front cover, but so good. Okay, so let's go now in top 5 territory. Let's go for number 5. Oh, I did decide before I do this video the top 10, but I'm changing my mind as I go. And it is The Burning. I remember when this was announced, this sold out so quickly. I think it was Zavvi. I fucking hate Zavvi, but they do good releases. So yeah, The Burning. Yeah, you can see it's Topsy. I can't remember now. There we go. I'm a brain fart. Anyway, you can see the design on the front with the cutters, the garden shears as I call them, dripping blood, which forms like a river, and the back, the bottom corner saying The Burning. The back's similar design. So, I mean, I love. If I'm being brutally honest, I would have preferred a different rear design, but it's the front which gets me. It's perfect. So that's number 5. Right, 4 is Romero's Day of the Dead. I remember I originally passed on this when it first came out, but I fell in love with it more and more. I love the fact you've got this staggered design where you've got night, dawn, now day, and it just looks fantastic. I'd love to get this signed one day by Tom Savini or something. Rear artwork there, again, such an iconic image. So I'm really glad I picked this one up, and it's become one of my favourites. So that was number 4. Right, we're in top 3. Number 3 I'm going to go for. Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. And that is John Carpenter's masterpiece, Big Trouble in Little China. I'm going to review this soon as part of Bite the Arrow, because I've not seen it for a while and I really want to revisit it. When I say I haven't seen it for a while, I've probably not seen it for a year. It's a highly repeated viewing movie in my collection. But as you can see there, Jack Burton centre stage, all the other characters around the front, low pan. Oh, it's just awesome. The back's a bit weak, if I'm honest, but the front more than outdoes itself. There we go. Jack Burton in Big Trouble in Little China. So that was number 3. Number 2 is a fairly recent release. Now, I'm not sure if it's still available. It is Arrow's release of Robocop. Now, this image to me is such an iconic, nostalgic image. I remember going to a friend's house. Well, this was back at primary school, so that would have been no older than 10. And his brother had posters up in his room, and we snuck into his room and to look at his Master System or something. And he had Terminator and Robocop posters. So that image to me is stuck with me all these years. And when Arrow released that, it's just fantastic. That it's classic sci-fi imagery. And I don't know if you can see in the light, but this steelbook's got kind of a matte in the centre picture. Matte at the front with kind of a satin backdrop. So really stands out if you get the light on it properly. So, and the colours, the purples, the blues, the turquoise, the silver, it's just awesome. So Robocop was my number 2. And to wrap it up, my top 10 Arrow Steelbook releases is, in my view, Fulci's best movie, and that is Zombie Flesh Eaters. This was a grail piece for me for my collection, and I remember it wasn't cheap, but I had to own this one. And what I love about this is the artwork on the front and the back. The way it's set out, you can display it either way. And if I'm honest, I actually prefer that one, because I really love the shark versus zombie scene, and also the iconic movie poster for Zombie, or Zombie Flesh Eaters, is the zombie where he raises at the end, comes out of the ground, and you've got the music playing in the background. He's got his eye full of worms, and it's just Fulci's best movie, and I think Fulci does zombies best. There we go, controversial statement there, I'm sure. So yeah, there we go. My number 1, my best Arrow video steelbook goes to the awesome, fantastic Zombie Flesh Eaters by Fulci. So there we go. They're my top 10. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's get a discussion going. I have all the other steelbooks up here somewhere, and they all are great artwork. But I think those you agree or disagree were the best 10 released. So yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you again soon for more videos. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye.